Hello, everyone. Very good evening to all, and welcome to the EduTap YouTube channel. And today you are watching this very special success story of Mr. Kumar Rishav, whom we have with us, and he has secured 188th rank in the recently announced results of EPFO Enforcement Officer Accounts Officer exam. So, welcome, Rishav. Welcome to this interview.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
And
My pleasure.
lots of congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
First of all, I would like to introduce Rishav to all of our viewers. Rishav is an engineering graduate. He has done his electronics and communication engineering from NIT Jamshedpur, right?
Yeah, right.
And after that, he has also worked for a multinational company for HP for about an year. He has worked there, and therefore he also has a very good work experience. And after that, he decided to go for the preparation of civil services exams, and then the EPFO happened, right, Rishabh?
Mhm. Yes, right.
Okay, so first of all, very cliched question I would like to ask you. This is such a prestigious exam, and you have cleared this exam with such a beautiful rank. So, how was the feeling, and has this feeling sunk in? So now you are able to believe, and now this you are habitual with this feeling. Everyone would be asking you and congratulating you that you have done very well. So, how was the feeling?
Yeah, seeing my name in the list made me feel really relaxed, and I was really very excited. Uh, I got a number of calls and number of calls from my relatives, friends, congratulating me on my success. Yeah, I'm really satisfied now.
Okay, you're really satisfied, and the family, the friends, everyone would be very happy after seeing this result.
Yeah, everyone is happy.
Okay, Rishabh, again, a cliched question that I'm going to ask you that obviously you have worked hard for this exam. You have put in a lot of efforts and the result has rewarded you. But if you, I ask you that if you want to give credit for this success to someone or something apart from yourself, who would you like to credit this success to?
My mother and I would say my other family members and my friends.
Okay, okay. So, Rishabh, now let's come to the crux of this particular interaction. What actually we want is that we want to know how you prepared for this exam. But before that, I would like to know why EPFO exam. How did you choose this exam? Why did you prepare for this exam?
Actually, I was preparing for civil services exam, and then this EPFO exam was advertised by a UPSC. And when I saw the syllabus, it was more or less similar to that of UPSC. So apart from a few portions like industrial relation, accounting principles, and social security, everything was almost there in civil services exam syllabus. So this gave me a boost to appear for this exam, and I thought that I should give it a try, and I filled the form. Right.
Okay. So as you said that lots of topics in the syllabus for EPFO exam, they are similar
Yeah,
to the
overall,
syllabus that we
yeah,
have in civil services. And therefore, I assume that civil services preparation that you did, it helped you in the exam also.
yeah. It
Okay.
helped. Yeah, it helped me a lot. Yeah, right.
It helped you a lot. But now let's talk about the sections that you said that obviously these sections like industrial relations and labor laws and social security, for example, and these labor codes and accounts is also a very important subject in the examination. So these subjects, they would be new to you, because obviously if you're an engineer, you do not have a commerce background, you have not studied about these subjects earlier, neither in the civil services preparation. So how did you prepared, how did you prepare all these subjects?
Yeah, leaving social security portion because somewhat we used to study in services also about social security syllabus. But for industrial relation and accounting, these two topics were completely new for me. So I had to look at the syllabus and I had to read. I had to first see whatever we have to read, whatever we have to go through, and then I downloaded some PDFs. I also saw some videos from EduTap also, and I thought that I can read, I can go through this resources, and I would be able to do well in these portions as well. So I studied all those things.
Okay, okay. So if there's an aspirant who is watching us, and he wants to prepare for any of the examinations which have the similar kind of syllabus, be it EPFO examinations. So what sources would you recommend? First of all, for the GS subjects, like for history and economy and polity, and for these industrial relations labor law. So what sources would you suggest that an aspirant should use for this kind of an examination?
For polity, I refer to M. Lakshmikant. I think this is the Bible for polity. I have gone through this book multiple times. And for history, for modern history, I would say Spectrum by Rajiv Ahir. And I have read this book multiple times also as well. And for other topics, like for economics and other topics, I have gone through Vaziram. Since I have done coaching, I have taken coaching from Vaziram and Ravi. So I have gone through their notes multiple times. And for accounting and for industrial relation and other topics, I have watched a lot of videos from EduTap. I have also seen a video from EduTap by Anchit sir. This was about general accounting principles, I remember. These videos have really helped me a lot in my preparation, I would say.
Okay, so do you think that Anchit sir, he has been a very incredible faculty for the subjects of accounts and finance and management also for other exams. So would you say that Anchit sir's video was also helpful in devising a strategy for how you are going to approach these subjects of accounts and in IR and labor laws?
Yeah, indeed. His video was really resourceful for this exam.
Okay, okay. So these are the subjects. How much time would you say that you prepared for these IR and labor laws? Because I assume that GS subjects you already read those subjects for the civil services preparation.
Yeah,
But
right.
how much time would you say that an aspirant who has not read about accounts and labor laws and IR initially in his school or college or in the course of other exams preparation? So how much time would you suggest it would take? How much time is enough that you can prepare these subjects for this kind of an exam?
See, I think if you read sincerely, then it should not take more than 2 months, because we do not have to go in depth regarding each and every topic. We have to read according to the demand for the exam. So if you see for industrial relation and labor laws, I have given, I think, a month for that topic, and for accounting as well, I have given a month, and then I have practiced. Practicing questions for those topics. For two,
Okay.
I think I would say that 2 months are sufficient for these topics.
Okay, so let's say 2.5 months. If you are a
Yeah,
sincere
right.
aspirant, you are working diligently. And how
Mm.
much study hours would you require per day in order to complete these subjects in 2 months, let's say?
I would say for these two topics only you are asking.
Yeah, for these topics, if let's say if my GS is complete and
I
I
would
am
say I
confident in
would say
GS,
3 hours for both the topics are sufficient
3 hours per day, and yeah, for about
per
2 months,
day
if you for
per
about two
day.
months
Yeah,
you
right.
continue this and you can
Yeah,
complete. Okay.
yeah.
And what about there are two other sections also which were very important for this exam. For example, maths and English. Maths, that is
Yes.
quantitative aptitude. We also study for civil services exam the maths and the English. But is there any difference in the level of questions or in the topics that are asked in the English or maths for CSAT and in the EPFO examination?
For maths, I think I didn't prepare separately for maths. I think I'm good at maths. Being an engineer, we can do it
Yeah, I
properly.
understand. Engineers, they have they have been studying maths since
Yeah.
childhood and even in 10th, 11th, 12th, and then college. But is there any difference in the kinds of questions, the level of difficulty? Would you say is there any difference between CSAT of civil services and the EPFO exam?
It was, I think both were of similar patterns. It was not much difficult, I would say. It was doable, I would say.
It is doable. And what about
Yeah,
current
right.
affairs? Current affairs is an area where most of us aspirants are very confused. That such a vast subject. Where should we prepare current affairs from? How back in the time should we go in order to prepare current affairs? So first of all, I need you to tell me what sources did you use for current affairs coverage? And as the exam was conducted in September of 2021,
September,
so
right.
how back did you go for current affairs?
Being a civil services aspirant, I would read the Hindu diligently, I would say. And apart from the Hindu, I would refer to few resources like the Vision Monthly Current Affairs magazine. I would read, and even I used to watch few videos on YouTube. Like we have EduTap current affairs videos. I used to watch that also.
Okay.
And if you ask me the duration, then I would say 1 year is sufficient for this kind of exam. I would say, yeah.
Okay. And okay, so these is about all the subjects that are asked in the recruitment test of the examination. But
Yes.
as we know that the notification for the exam, it came out in January 2020, and
Yeah.
initially it was scheduled in 2020 only, but then it got postponed multiple
Postponed
times, and then it
multiple times. Yes.
finally got conducted last year. So
Yes.
there was such a big time gap between the notification and the exam. So did you think this time gap helped in your preparation, or was it hampering your preparation for the exam?
It definitely gave us some more time to boost our skills. And but if you ask me regarding current affairs, those topics, I think they were not particularly just before the exams. I would say they were even they were those current affairs were from I would say before an year also. So,
Okay, some
but
older
those
current
were
affairs.
some older current affairs were there also. So
Okay.
those kind of since I used to read the Hindu, those GK those general awareness questions were there in my subconscious mind. So I was able to recollect those things in the exam.
Okay, okay. So, would you think that if notification of any exams comes and the exams they get postponed multiple
Mm.
times, so the aspirants, they must be, consistent with their efforts. We should not be losing hope, or we should not be procrastinating that okay, the exam is postponed, so now let's postpone my preparation also. Whenever the final date of exam comes, then only I will start preparing. I don't think this is a good strategy. Would you agree?
Yes, not at all. That's not a good strategy at all, I would say.
Uh,
We should, yeah, we should be focused, and we should prepare. We should give our best, I would say. We should like I would say this is a vivid example, this EPFO
yeah.
exam.
Yes.
The competition has increased too much nowadays, so we should not waste even a minute for we should not think like that at all.
Okay, so as you said, the competition is very, very, phenomenal nowadays. In every kind of
Yes.
exam, we see a very great competition. So we should not be wasting any time. Whatever time we have, we should be, using it efficiently. Next is
Yes.
that you are also preparing for civil. You were also preparing for civil services exam,
Right.
and you were also then preparing simultaneously for EPFO. So how did you manage? How can one aspirant manage the preparation for multiple exams?
Since the syllabus of both the exams are overlapping to a lot extent, this preparation, I would say, helped me to in this exam as well. The civil services exam preparation definitely would have many students who have succeeded in this exam a lot. So you have to find out since the questions are different in both the exams. Like in prelims, those questions in prelims of civil service exams and are quite a somewhat different from whatever we got in this EPFO exam. So
Okay,
I would dedicate few hours exclusively for this exam as well.
okay.
Suppose I used to study 8 hours a day, then I would dedicate 2 hours out of this 8 hour for this exam, like this.
Okay, okay. And what about revision? So, what would you suggest to our aspirants that when we are able to complete one subject, how important is the revision of whatever you have read and whatever you have studied?
Revision is the key to success because if you do not revise, you won't be able to recollect whatever you have read in the exam because you are already you will already have some kind of pressure in the exam. So revision at that point of time plays a crucial role. So you need to go through the resources whatever you have prepared multiple times. Then only you will be able to recollect those things in the exam properly.
Yeah, yeah, okay. So, obviously, revision is the thing that basically is the make or break that will decide whether you
Yes,
will be able to
right.
perform in the exam or not. And what about mock tests? Did you attempt mock tests, or practice solving MCQs for the EPFO exam before the exam?
I went through the papers, the last paper, the exam which was held in 2017. I went through that paper, and also there was a paper of APFC 2015 exam. So I went
Yes.
through that as well. And apart from these two papers, I also saw the questions of history, polity, those which were asked in civil service exam earlier. So I didn't take other mocks apart from these things. Yeah.
Okay, okay. And so these this we have been talking about your
The previous
strategy.
question papers, yeah. Yes.
Okay, your previous year questions. So previous year questions are obviously very important because
Yes.
we can, identify which topics are more important or relatively more important if we look at the
Yes.
previous year's questions. Okay,
Yes.
so now let's now talk about something else also. For example, you have been preparing for civil services also and for EPF also, and this was a long preparation period, about more than a year and a half. You had to wait for the exam to be conducted. So there
Right.
might be moments, there might be some times when you got stressed, when you kind of got demotivated that okay, exam is so far away and I'm preparing and all that. So how did you manage that stress, and how did you try to motivate yourself?
Yeah, certainly there are ups and downs during the preparation phase. Uh, Multiple times I used to get demotivated. I used to have stress. So at that point of time, I used to watch a few motivational videos from like we have multiple videos of civil services exam toppers. So many have shared their strategy in those videos. So they have even said that. Their videos definitely motivate you in such situations, I would say. See,
Okay.
being being the since this exam is since the whatever exams are taken by UPSC, these are quite uncertain, I would say. So you keep your fingers crossed all the time, like whatever will happen, we'll see.
Okay, yeah, we have to remain
We
positive. We
have
have to
to
remain
remain positive.
optimistic.
Yeah.
Yes, and we
Yes,
have
we
to
have
keep
to be
working
optimistic.
hard. We have to, whatever time we are getting, if we are de-stressed or demotivated, we have
Mm,
to, pull ourselves back up, and then we have to work for that. Okay.
right.
I also want to know, Rishabh, that interview was also a very important part of this exam. How did you
Right.
prepare for the interview stage?
Interview, I revised whatever I had learned, whatever I had studied during the written exam. Apart from that, I took a few mocks. I had taken mock interview of EduTap as well, and that boosted my confidence level. And apart from that, I used to go through the daily Hindu newspaper, the Hindu newspaper. So I used to keep myself updated with the current affairs. And then I went through my DAF sincerely. Whatever questions can be asked, I made a list out of it, and I prepared those questions diligently, I would say. Yeah.
Okay. And how did the interview went? The actual interview which you appeared. So how was it? Was it comfortable? The panel that took your interview, how did they did they make you comfortable, or were you so nervous, or how did they try to tone down your nervousness, and how your interview actually went? What kinds of questions were you asked?
Yeah, but I was nervous. But once I entered the room, I got some confidence, and the board members were quite cordial, I would say, and then it went smoothly, I would say. Yeah.
Okay, it fell smoothly.
Yeah.
They ask questions about your background, or about the your graduation subjects, or about the EPFO, or which area were they focused on, or do they just try to talk to you and try to get to know your personality?
The chairman sir mainly focused on my background. He asked a number of questions from my DAF, I would say.
Okay.
Then there were other three members. They asked questions from EPFO, accounts, and then my work experience.
Okay, and you were obviously able to do justice to all these questions. So how important would you suggest it is to know answer of every question that you are asked in the interview? Is it really important that you answer every question, and you don't answer, then do you get penalized for that?
No, I do not think so because I had a no reply for a number of questions. I think three, four questions. They check your. I do not know what they check. I think they see your confidence level, how you react to such questions. I think they purposely ask a few questions which you can't reply or which you do not know, and
Okay.
how you react at that point of time. So
Okay.
yes, I do not think that it is penalizing it is penalizing or you lose marks for not replying.
Okay, so would you agree that instead of trying to answer every questions, we have to be honest as possible. We have to be whatever we are truly, and that is more important than being correct and being accurate enough on every answer.
Certainly, we should not bluff at all. We should reply whatever we know, and to the best of our knowledge. We should not bluff, and we should not make up our answer at that point of time. We should reply whatever is actually there. Yeah, right.
Okay. Okay. And so interview also, you as you told me that interview also went quite good, and obviously the rank that you have scored, that rank shows that you performed very well in both the interview as well as in the recruitment test stage. So now, before concluding this interview, Rishabh, I would like to know that what are your future plans? Obviously, you are going to be working for EPFO organization and you're going to be serving there. So what other plans for the future you have?
I have thought to give another chance for civil services exam. Since I am satisfied with this job, but I would give it a try. I would give one more attempt for civil services exam, and let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see what happens. And I wish you all the best. And from the entire EduTap family, also, I wish you all the best for your stint at EPFO. You're going to be an EPFO officer, as well as for all the future endeavors that you're going to attempt for. I hope and I wish that you achieve success and the results that you aspire for. So
Thank you so much.
it was really nice talking to you, Rishabh, and thank you for giving your time to us and to the aspirants who have been watching our channel. And I hope and I know that many of these aspirants will be very much, helped listening to your views and listening to your advice.
It
Thank
was
you
my
very much.
pleasure. I would say it was my
Okay,
pleasure.
thank you,
Thank
Rishabh.
you.
Best of luck and
Thank
congratulations once again.
Thank you. Thank you.